Hello, this is Kate from dailytarotgirl.com, and this is your weekly tarot card reading. And for this reading, I am using the Anna Kay Tarot. And I'm just going to start by drawing 3 cards to get a little bit of insight into the week ahead. Okay. So we'll start with the first card, which is going to represent Monday and Tuesday of this upcoming week. Okay, so we've got King of Rods. So we're starting the week off really strong. It's almost like he's kind of charging into the week. So you're going to start the week off feeling pretty pumped, pretty enthused about things, which I think is kind of typical, after New Year's, especially if, you've set New Year's resolutions or you've set your, goals for the year, and you're feeling really pumped, really enthused about it. So you're starting off strong with the King of Rods. There's a real sense of energy and passion with this card. So you want to make the most of the energy and passion that you feel towards setting goals or working towards goals or projects or whatever it is, wherever it is that you're putting your energy. This is a really nice time, and you want to use this time wisely. So don't let this go to waste. If you're feeling really enthused about things, it's important to understand why you feel enthused about the things that you do. And if you've set, goals for yourself for this year or resolutions, it's important to ask yourself why you want to pursue those goals, and why you actually, want to put your energy towards that. And really get a personal understanding of, the why behind why you're doing what you're doing. So that's something to focus on at the beginning of the week. But we're starting off really, really strong. And then as we get into the week, we've got 10 of Swords. So this card represents Wednesday and Thursday. And 10 of Swords has like a totally different energy to the King of Rods. Totally different energy. And the message I'm getting is walk away from things that aren't, well, I want to say walk away from things that aren't working, but that's not. Walk away from the things that aren't working, that keep you feeling really stuck, and the things that are just really painful, but not painful for a purpose. I don't know if that makes sense. I guess the message is not necessarily to give up just because something's difficult, but understand when it's time to walk away from something. That's what this is about. And actually the main feeling I'm getting from this card is that there's going to be a lot of us walking away from basically extra kind of bullshit in our lives and things that are keeping us stuck. This is a time midweek that we're able to muster the energy and the courage to walk away from those things. And we can't do that if we don't have this ramped up energy of the King of Rods. The King of Rods has the confidence and the inspiration and enthusiasm that gives us that sort of fuel and courage to be able to get up and walk away. So as you can see, the figure, normally most tarot cards or most tarot decks, the 10 of Swords, it's a guy laying face down with 10 swords stuck in his back. But in the Anna Kay Tarot, it's a bit different because there's a guy walking away from the sword, so he's managed to get unstuck. He's managed to unstick himself, even though he's still bleeding and trailing blood. It's kind of a gruesome card. He's still managing to get away. So this is about being able to become unstuck. And another thing with the 10s, the 10 always has to do with the end of a cycle, because it's the end of each minor arcana, each suit, is numbered 1 to 10. And so the 10s are like the end of that suit. It's the end of something. It's the end of a cycle. This is really fortunate, particularly at this time of year when we're trying to, set resolutions, and maybe some of us are trying to give up habits or walk away from patterns that are no longer working for us. So this is about, being able to walk away from those patterns and become unstuck finally once and for all. Oh, lovely. Okay, so we've got the World as our final card, and this card represents the weekend. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And the World, again, this is another card of completion because this is the last tarot card in the tarot deck, and this has to do with completing something and successful completion of either like a project, a goal, or typically it refers to completion of a major phase in someone's life. And it's sort of that time where you've completed something and you're feeling pretty good about it, and you're able to celebrate before you start the next exciting phase of your life. And what I'm getting from this card is that, I'm just going to bring it in closer so you can see, it's a picture of a tree, and as you can see, there's roots right at the bottom, and there's it's the phases of the moon. So we've got the the new moon, the full moon, waxing and waning moon. And the message I'm getting is that it's important to honor the cycles in your life and to let go of any kind of judgment that you might have. So we all have cycles of, success, maybe cycles of failure, of learning, of abundance, of lack. And we go through these different cycles and different phases, and it's, typical for us to have this idea that certain phases are really good. So like it's good when things are abundant, and it's good when you're successful, and then it's bad when things aren't going your way or there's a lot of lack. And the message I'm getting with this card is to let go of that judgment of, what's a good phase, what's a bad phase, and kind of embrace the wholeness of it, and embrace the complete experience, because we don't ever really gain wisdom and experience or knowledge unless we have sort of the whole experience, if that makes sense. Unless we experience all things and see things from all different perspectives and different angles. The other message I'm getting is that it will be important this weekend, more so than ever, to ground ourselves. And I know I've babbled on and on about grounding in other readings, but grounding is about grounding your energy. And there's all different ways you can ground. The way I like to ground is just looking at this picture of the tree reminds me of it. I'll do a meditation where I visualize myself being a tree and sending the roots down through my legs and through my feet into the ground, and that helps me feel much more centered and stable energetically. Another thing I'm getting with this card is that you're going to be experiencing a lot of what's the word? It starts with an I. It's not coming to me. Not intuition, not insight, inspiration. So you're going to be getting a lot of ideas, a lot of kind of messages and guidance. And sometimes when that happens, when we open up to that guidance, we can feel a little bit ungrounded, because we are sort of opening up to a higher energy or a higher dimension. And it's important to stay grounded while we're getting that inspiration and those ideas. It's important to stay grounded so that we can take that guidance and that information that we're getting and actually make it work for us in our everyday lives and put it to use in our everyday life. So this weekend, be prepared to get some major good ideas, major inspiration, but just make sure that you're nice and centered energetically and grounded so that you can take that information and those ideas and put them to good use. Okay, so that has been your weekly tarot card reading. My name is Kate. I'm from dailytarotgirl.com, and I hope you found this reading helpful, and best of luck this week, and thank you so much for watching.